Hey soap fans, welcome back to the channel. Today is a wild day in the soap world, and we are diving headfirst into the latest Salem chaos. Grab your coffee, and let's get right into the thick of it. So, Kat Greene just had a massive run-in with Johnny DiMera, and it was intense. But the real kicker came right after. That is when Kat learned some massive information from Marlena Evans, the kind of information that destroys empires. Marlena dropped the bomb about the arsenic poisoning. The poisoning that is directly linked to DiMera Pharmaceuticals and specifically to their Coriseal drug. This is huge. We are talking about the bad batch of pills, the ones that killed Sarah Horton's patient, Destiny, and Destiny's sister, Clea Roland, dead, gone, because of DiMera. And let's not forget Holly Jonas. She got poisoned too, exposed to the arsenic through the water supply on Smith Island, because EJ buried the tainted pills near the Horton cabin to cover up his crimes, because arsenic is incredibly hard to get rid of. It is practically impossible to destroy. There are only certain registered ways to dispose of it, and EJ ignored all of them. So now the big question is hanging in the air. What is Kat Greene going to do with this brand new, highly explosive information about EJ? We can think of a few ways she could use this to her absolute advantage, and it is going to get messy. First off, Kat could just go public, expose EJ to the world. She knows Leo Stark would kill for a story like this. Leo loves a good takedown. He lives for writing massive expose pieces on the dark dealings of Salem's elite, especially EJ. So Kat could just leak the information to Leo, an anonymous tip, slip him some hard evidence, the water testing reports, the missing company files. She would not even have to stick her own neck out. Leo would do all the dirty work, and EJ's reputation would be in ruins. But maybe that is too easy. Maybe Kat wants to be more hands-on. She is an ISA agent after all. She likes the thrill of the hunt. And that brings us to the Rafe Hernandez option. Kat is secretly working for the ISA, recruited by Shane Donovan himself, so she could take this straight to Rafe. Tell him everything about the connection between DiMera Pharmaceuticals and the arsenic poisoning, the deaths of Destiny and Clea, Holly's hospitalization. And from there, Rafe could figure out exactly what to do. EJ and his drug company are guilty of criminal negligence at the bare minimum. Probably much worse. Manslaughter, cover-ups, environmental poisoning. Rafe and the FBI could build a massive case, but building a case takes time. And Kat might want instant results. She might want to see EJ squirm right now. So what about blackmail? Kat could use Marlena's information to personally blackmail EJ. Put the squeeze on him. We can totally see Kat confronting EJ in private, behind closed doors, bringing up the water testing on Smith Island, the missing pharmaceutical record, all the dirty little secrets he thought were buried. But she would have to be careful. She cannot incriminate herself or blow her cover, so she might frame it as office gossip. Tell EJ she heard some rumors at work, and this actually ties perfectly into the summer preview. The promo where EJ fires Sarah Horton. EJ tells Sarah he does not need her help anymore. He uses Holly's pill drama as a smokescreen, saying Sarah's too distracted. But the real reason is that Sarah and Brady Black are poking around DiMera Pharmaceuticals, and Xander is helping too. EJ hates people messing with his dirty deals. So Kat's blackmail could be the catalyst for EJ's paranoid firing spree. But wait, there is another angle. Kat could turn to Johnny DiMera, EJ's own son, try to flip him against his father. Kat could tell Johnny everything she knows. The funny thing is Johnny already knows a lot of it, because EJ actually asked Johnny to leave a specific book open for Sarah, so Sarah could figure out how to save Holly from the arsenic poisoning. It is so twisted. EJ caused the poisoning, but wanted to secretly help cure it without taking the blame. But Johnny is already snooping around as co-CEO. Rita caught him digging into the tainted pill mystery, and Rita ran straight to EJ to warn him. So if Kat gets in Johnny's ear, she could push him over the edge, make him take down his own dad, which would be the ultimate betrayal in EJ's eyes. And then there is the wiretap idea. Kat and Rafe could set up a full-blown ISA and FBI sting operation. The goal would be to expose EJ and the toxic drugs, the cover-up, the deaths, the water contamination. So Rafe and Shane might agree to let Kat wear a wire, get up close and personal with EJ, try to get the hard evidence they need for an arrest. But honestly, we do not think Rafe or Shane would really want to put her in that much danger. Getting that close to EJ is playing with fire. Especially with EJ acting more and more like his father, Stefano. He is wearing the ring. He is embracing the darkness. But Kat is already playing with fire. She is totally exploiting EJ's romantic interest in her, using his growing feelings against him. She could keep doing that, trying to get him to confess on tape, or using her closeness to access his computer, snag some written proof. The smoking gun. We all remember how EJ woke up from his coma after Rachel shot him, and he immediately bid on Kat at the charity auction. They have this weird, intense history. The time in the hospital in Italy, EJ reading Wuthering Heights to her, that quote about their souls being made of the same stuff. It is a deep, soulful bond, even if it is toxic and built on lies. But here is the problem. Is Kat getting conflicted? Because of her own feelings for EJ, we have seen the magnetic pull between them. So, despite her determination, she might hesitate. She might not want to bring him to justice. In a wild twist, Kat might actually change her mind and protect EJ. Shield him before the big reveal happens. But that is so dangerous. Because what happens when the truth finally comes out? Will Kat be in danger of EJ coming after her for revenge? Because he seems to have genuine feelings for her. And Kat is basically playing games with his heart. EJ does not forgive betrayal. If he finds out Kat was a spy this whole time, his wrath will be biblical. He will destroy her. But let's look at the biggest twist of all. What if EJ is already 5 steps ahead? What if he has known this entire time that Kat is an undercover ISA agent? EJ is smart. He is a mastermind. So maybe he is doing the whole keep your enemies closer routine, pretending to fall for her. Or maybe he really does like her, but he is completely wise to her agenda. He knows exactly what she is trying to use against him. And he is just playing along, setting a trap of his own. That would be an incredible twist. A total game of cat and mouse. But the real question is, who is the cat and who is the mouse? EJ or Cat Greene? Only time will tell in Salem. And we have to think about the sheer chaos this would cause at DiMera Enterprises. If Kat pulls the trigger on any of these plans, the fallout is going to be massive. The board of directors is already on edge. The FDA has questions. EJ's barely holding the company together while dealing with Johnny and Theo trying to change the corporate culture. If news breaks that EJ buried arsenic near the Horton cabin, the stock will plummet. The Kyriakis family will definitely use this to their advantage. Philip and Xander are already dealing with their own Titan loan crisis. So, DiMera scandal is exactly what they need to gain the upper hand. Kat holds the key to all of this power. She is just a financial analyst on paper. But she is holding a literal bomb. And EJ is completely oblivious. Or so it seems. The dynamic between them is just electric right now. Every conversation is loaded with subtext. When EJ looks at Kat, he sees a prize. But Kat sees a target. It is fascinating to watch. We just hope she does not get crushed when the walls finally close in. Because EJ DiMera is not someone you cross and walk away from unscathed. The stakes have literally never been higher.